לכולם, וחג המולד שמח. My beloved is laughing
because this is take 4. Okay.
I think it's more than that,
Okay.
but we lost count.
That's okay. It's okay.
Anyway, what did I just say?
Yeah, will you say it really slow?
Chag Hamolad.
Chag Hamolad.
Yes, which means Christmas. And Sameach is happy, merry. So it's interesting though that the word Christmas in English doesn't give you any clue that it's about the feast about his birth.
Yeah, celebration of the birth of Yeshua.
Right.
It just means Messiah Mass.
Right, but in Hebrew actually, the word molad comes from the word to give birth, livaled. So meaning this is a feast about the birth. So it's so interesting that the Hebrew name is more accurate than the English name.
Unbelievable, unbelievable. And I'm sure you're all wondering, okay, what are those two up to? Again, I say the Lord works in mysterious ways because obviously, as you see, we have a Christmas tree behind our heads.
And we also have a fireplace,
Yeah.
but that fireplace is just on the TV.
Yeah.
We just miss our fireplace from the States, so
Yeah.
we just brought it on the TV.
And we miss the snow, even though here it's 70 degrees out. But tomorrow, thank the Lord, it's going to be raining in the Galilee. We're so excited.
Yeah.
So we want you to hear our story of why and how we came to this place. For me, as growing up as a Christian, born again, 9.5 years of age at a Billy Graham crusade, Christmas was his birth. I didn't think of anything else but that. Why? Because there was nativity scenes, there was Holy Night, there was O Little Town of Bethlehem. It was all about his birth. And I have good memories. I have such wonderful memories that makes me to this day just with tears in my eyes of surprises that my parents did or singing in the church choir and Oh Holy Night and not thinking I'm going to make it through. So I have great memories and I don't want that to be taken away, even though for me studying the feast of the Lord, we don't want to go into deep teaching on it, but we know that he was conceived at the Festival of Lights, Hanukkah. And we know that he was born on the Feast of Tabernacles. Okay, but we don't want to go into all of that. We just want to share with you how the Lord has worked through me and as Noam as a born-again Israeli and what he thought of Christmas before he was born again.
Right, so Christmas is for Jews, it's a very fun holiday because you see all these lights and all these decoration in the stores and everywhere and the music. It's a lot of fun and light. And the light thing I think is so important. It's like a lighthouse. People are coming to the light, are drawn to the light. So it draws me as well, I remember. And so that's why when I met my beloved, I told her, hey, let's go and see the sights. Let's look at the lights, how people put all these lights.
And I'm pretty much in shock, even though I grew up and yes, we had lights, on our outside, but I had pulled back. Not completely, but I just had pulled back and focused more on Hanukkah, even though Christmas was special in my heart, no matter what. And then to hear Noam look at me and say, beloved, it's a wonderful festival and no matter what, and actually I said this to Noam, after I just really came to this revelation that even the pagans, even the atheists, even the agnostics, when they see Christmas tree or Christmas lights, I will tell you right now, they will think of Jesus. They will think of Jesus. It's like it's in their face and they can't run away from it because the Lord loves them so much. And the Lord is using us in this way, Noam.
Right.
We've never put up a Christmas tree in Israel.
Yeah, it's the first
the whole
time.
we've been here. But it was our precious, one of our Israeli neighbors that said, I just want to go to Nazareth. I miss not being with my boys and the grandkids and family. I'm sorry, I'm very emotional. Because I miss seeing my grandkids and my sons and their wives. And
it's such a
family time. And for, Grandma and Grandpa. And I said, I want to go to Nazareth. I just want to hear Silent Night. I just need, and she says, okay. And all of a sudden, she calls a friend. No, I'm sorry, because I don't speak Hebrew very well, but she goes,
that's Hebrew.
That's Hebrew. And she says, okay. My Arab Christian friend says, let's go shopping in Nazareth. That's where she lives. And you're going to get a tree. And I'm going to get a tree? No, we're going to have a tree? And she said, yes, and let's have a party. Now, of course, we'd let them know that the Hanukkah and when Yeshua was born, and they know us because they know us. But the Lord is so amazing, Noam. He's so amazing because you were drawn to the light.
Right.
And then the star last night.
Right.
What was happening?
Yes, and the whole fun of getting together and giving presents and just having really a meal together.
Yes, breaking bread.
Yes, it's
breaking bread.
It's just something that we all want.
Yes.
Jews and Gentiles.
Yes, and when you go into the old city, right now in Jerusalem, there's lights and Christmas carols and Christmas trees, and because of the beautiful Arab Christians that are there, which we have many friends, and we miss them, and we get to visit Jerusalem. We try to go every month now. Mm-hmm. But what I wanted to share with you is the good memories that I had. And this may not be very special to you, but it was special to me. One time during Christmas, my mom asked me, okay, Debbie, what do you want? And I thought, at this point, I was in grade school, I'm too old for dolls. I mean, I have to grow up sometime. And I told Mom, I don't want a doll, Mom. And she goes, because I always had baby dolls, everything. And, but I remember on Christmas morning, all the gifts were open, and my little heart was so broken because I didn't get a baby doll. And all of a sudden, my mom says to me,
Okay, take a deep breath.
She says, look behind the couch. There's a present back there. And I think your name is on it, Debbie. And I remember going and pulling out this big box behind the couch. And it was a big baby doll. I don't want those memories taken from me. I don't want people to accuse Noam and I of bowing down and worshiping a tree when we worship the King of Glory. Mm-hmm. And when God is using this season, and we're having 5 beautiful Israeli couples are coming and sitting at our table. Mm-hmm. And they know who we are. They know we're believers. I mean, what more can you ask, Noam?
Right,
what more can you ask? As we share our love for them. And of course they know that we believe that Yeshua was born at Feast of Tabernacles. But this is what I want to remind everybody. The Christmas songs, many of them were written by Jews. Isn't that amazing? Jews wrote words. I think there's 10 of them that were written. But one of them is my favorite, and I want you to hear me read this, and then Noam's going to say it in Hebrew. But it's O come, Emmanuel. Listen, even now, during this Christmas season of celebration, listen to the words that the Lord is having spoken over the whole world. Over the whole world. And He moves in such a way of love. And He wants us to bring in as many people into the kingdom. Listen to these words. O come, Emmanuel, and ransom captive Israel that mourns in lonely exile here until the Son of God appears.
Yeah, so this translation in Hebrew, Bo Emmanuel, ותיתן כופר לשבויי ישראל, אשר מספידים פה בגלות בודדת, עד שבן האלוהים יופיע. שמח עמנואל יבוא אליך ישראל.
The next verse is, O come, thou Lord of might, who to thy tribes, that's the 12 tribes of Israel, on Sinai's height, in ancient times did give the law, in cloud and majesty and awe. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. Do you realize that it's being sung in churches all over the world? And that's a heart cry from the Father for us, for all of Israel, for all of Israel. O come, thy rod of Jesse, free thine own from Satan's tyranny. From depths of hell thy people save, and give them victory o'er the grave. O come, thy day spring, speaking of Yeshua the Messiah, come and cheer our spirits to thy advent here. Disperse the gloomy clouds of night because of all the coronavirus, because of all the things we're facing. God will clear it to give you here the Prince of Peace, that you will have peace no matter what is going on around you, and death's dark shadows put to flight. O come, thou Key of David, come, and open wide our heavenly home. Make safe the way that leads on high, and close the path to misery. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel. O come, thou wisdom from on high, and order all things far and nigh. To us the path of knowledge show, and cause us in her path to go. O come, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel.
See, I'm sure that many Jews don't know that there are songs about Christmas that includes Israel. It's like they don't know that the gospel is first of all for the Jews, Romans chapter 1. When I read,
yes, Romans, right.
Yeah, when I read that scripture, I thought there must be a joke here.
Yes, you
How
did.
come, and I called her.
Yeah.
What's going on here? How come the gospel is first of all for the Jews and it says so clearly? Why no Christian tell us that? That the gospel is first of all for us. I couldn't believe it. I thought something is fishy here.
Fishy. That's a good word, fishy. Think about this song, Hark the Herald Angels Sing. O holy night, go tell it on the mountains. These are the mountains of Jerusalem. It's Samaria and Judea and the Galilee. And it says, joy to the world. Mary, did you know? Mary, did you know? So our hearts for all of you. Let God use this season in the way He wants it to be used, to spread the good news. And yes, at the Feast of Tabernacles, we're going to rejoice. And we rejoice during Hanukkah and all the feasts that Emmanuel, He was conceived, God came to us. But no matter what, people, and I'm telling you something, the Lord wants these songs to be sung. He wants His light as He lit up the sky last night. He wants His light. He doesn't want not one person to be lost.
Right, and the tree with all the decoration, it's a beautiful attraction.
Yes.
It's like pulling, like I said, the light. People are coming to the light.
Yes.
Especially the Jews, they love it. So
yes, and we have white lights all the way around our Merpezet, which That's one Hebrew word I know, means deck. And our Moshav, they love it. They love it. And again, this is the first time we've ever done this. But the Lord is so open wide, the heavenly realm.
Right.
And I'm going to definitely take pictures at our party. The table is already set. I'm already making truffles and da-da-da-da-da. And we're going to celebrate and have O come, Emmanuel, and have the incredible Christmas songs of joy of who He is,
thank you, Lord.
the Messiah of Israel.
Yes, praise the Lord. So from Israel, we wish you a Merry Christmas.
And
or
say
in
that
Hebrew,
word again.
Chag Hamolad Sameach.
Chag Hamolad Sameach. Chag
Hamolad
Hamolad Sameach.
Sameach.
I'm probably going to wake him up in the middle of the night. I always do this and say, now how do you say that again? And He's so precious. He says, okay, beloved, I'll say it slow. Chag
Hamolad
Hamolad
Sameach.
Sameach.
Okay, love.
We love you
Love and
guys.
blessing.